Good morning, children. I'm Sanamis here. Hope you all are doing well. We have completed 15 lessons. I hope you all have written everything into your notebook. Hope you all have gone through the text also. Okay, now we are in our 16th lesson. Very important and one interesting lesson, and which you need it for future also. Okay, so water, a precious resource. So we are going to study about water. Okay, we all know that we can't live without water. Okay, and it is a precious resource. So what is this precious? Why water is becoming precious? So we will see in this lesson. Okay, so the very one subtitle is given to your chapter, that is it is a Hindi word which says jal hai to kal hai. That means we have to think of future only if you have water. If you want to think of future, that means you should have water for future, right? If you don't have water, what will happen? We all know that we need water for drinking, cooking, bathing, cleaning, etc. So that is why it becomes precious, because we have to drink, right? We can't be without drinking or cleaning or cooking or bathing. We can't be without all this every day. So we all need water for doing all this every day. So what we have to do? We have to save water. So we have to, we shouldn't waste water. So that is why we say conserve water. We are saying water conservation, or we have to conserve. So that word conserve means we have to save water for the future also. So what happens is, now we are celebrating World Water Day, that is on the March 22nd. So we have a special day for that itself. Why? It is to create awareness among the people not to waste water. We have to save water, only then we will have it for the future generation. So that is why nowadays we have a day for that itself. Okay, so now the people what they say is we need 50 liters or 2.5 buckets of water we need per day for cooking, cleaning, bathing and all. It is for per person. So how much water? But what do we do is we waste water, right? What do? We open our shower and we take bath. We take hours and hours together standing under the shower. So such a lot of water is getting wasted. When we brush our teeth, what do? We simply open the tap of the our wash basin and we brush. So next time, children, so what lot of water is a waste. So next time, children, you should be very careful. You have to take water in a mug or in a small bucket, just enough for you to brush your teeth. Same like that, take a bucket and fill the bucket, then only go for bathing. Simply don't open the tap so that the water is becoming a waste, right? It simply goes to the drain. Okay, children, so we are very lucky that we have lot of water. There are people around the world and in India also suffering without water for their basic needs. So now water shortage has become very crucial. So you should be very careful when you waste water. Now make posters on save water, so that you can make lot of posters, create awareness among people to save water. Okay, next is we will see how much water is available on our earth. So we know that when we look into the picture of the earth, it is blue in color because it is covered with water. So 71% of the earth is covered with water. That is in the oceans, seas and all those things. There are again water present in the lakes, rivers and in the mountains in the form of ice. Okay, now so this water present in the seas, it is not good for drinking because it is salt water. It is not fit for human consumption. Again, it is the fresh water which is found in the mountains, they are found in the snow covered mountains. So even that is not easily available for us to drink. So the only water which is fit for drinking is the fresh water which is present in our lakes and rivers, and also some underground water. So now see in your book, page number 195, they have given a big bucket, one mug, small glass and a spoon is given. So why do you all think it is? So the big bucket, it has got full water, that represents. So we have to assume that this is the only water present on the earth. This is the total water, that is the water in the bucket represents the water present on the earth. Next is given in the mug. So this represents the total fresh water on the earth. So these are the salt water. The bucket is having the salt water which is unfit for human consumption. Next is the water present in the mug is the fresh waters. So the fresh waters are present in the form of ice cap on the mountains also. So that is also unfit for drinking. We don't get it directly. Then next is given a glass. So this gives a measure of usable water present on the underground. So only the which we have it in a glass is the only amount of water which we can use. The next is a spoonful of water. So this represents all the water present in the lakes and rivers of the world. So only that much water is available in the earth for us to directly using it for our basic needs. So it is really we want to conserve our water. Okay, next is forms of water. So what are the different forms of water? So we know that the water has three forms. It is solid, liquid and gas. So what happens? So you have to, might have studied in the last class also about the water cycle. So we are talking about that now. So the forms of water is solid, liquid and gas. So what is solid? It is the frozen form of water. It is the ice. Then liquid is our liquid free flowing water. Then gaseous form of water means when you heat the water becomes gas, vapor. So that is the gaseous form of water. So now what happens? The liquid water present in the oceans, rivers and lakes, what happens is due to the sun's heat, the water present in the lakes, oceans and all the waters present on the earth's surface, due to the sun's heat, they will evaporate. That means it will form the gas and it goes into the atmosphere. So when this water vapor moves very up high, what happens when it touches the cooler surface? Condensation takes place. So this condensation of the water vapor, they will form droplets of water and all the water will form together as clouds. All the tiny water droplets it will form the clouds. So the clouds, when they are very heavy, they fall down as rain. So this is the water cycle. So whatever is lost from the earth, we got it. Understood? We have got it in the as rain. It reaches the ground as rain. So water cycle means the water is present in the form of solid, liquid and gas. Due to the sun's heat, the water bodies will get heated, the water is evaporated. So the water or the gaseous form of water, when it moves up in the atmosphere, when it touches the cool surface, condensation takes place. So this condensation, what happens? It will form water droplets. Condensation means the water vapor will turn back to water droplets and they form clouds. When the clouds are too heavy, they fall down as rain. So that's how the water lost from the earth is cycled back to the earth itself as rain. So that is the water cycle. Okay, that's all about this, children. I hope you all have understood what we have discussed in today's class. This is only the part 1 video. This is only an introduction. We studied why water is precious, why we need it for future use also, because this is limited in our earth now, and we studied how much of water we should use. See, this is the 50 liters or 2.5 buckets of water per day a person needs. There are people even without this. That is what we say. But we use more than this. We waste lot of water. So please don't do that. Next time, try to save water. So this is only an introduction part. We will see the rest of the lesson in the next video. Thank you, children.